Big thing, I think, first off, offensively, we've got to be much more productive, consistently productive. That was kind of our Achilles heel last year. You know, we weren't able to score consistently, or we'd have scoring droughts, whether it be a quarter or a half, or over the course of a game, and at key times. Down stretches. There were some games that, in regulation, if we'd been able to continue to score, in the last 5 minutes of the game, we wouldn't have gone to overtime. Things of that nature. So definitely consistent scoring and greater distribution of the scoring load is particularly going to be important, while at the same time still maintaining our quality defense.
It's going to be people who usually aren't used to scoring, picking up and scoring themselves, like myself. Not a big scorer, but I know this year I have to produce more points, just because without Sam it does take away at least 15 points a game for us, which will be big because games are very close in our league.
Making sure that we know those key plays that we need to run at the end that'll give us that scoring opportunity is going to be very important this year, and I think that we're working on that already, so we should be a lot better.
Some of that scoring is going to come from some of the returns like Zibby and Kisa, but also we're counting on folks like Courtney and Inez, to be able to step into that role and take some of that scoring load. And some of the freshmen were hopeful that, folks like Brielle and Emily and Jenna can help both in the front court and the back court from a scoring perspective. And then, hopefully as Tina can come along, one of the other freshmen in the front court, that would be helpful as well.
We definitely have returners that have stepped up for this coming year. They're doing a lot better, definitely going to be scoring this year, as well as a lot of the freshmen. We have some great shooters, some great post players. I think all together we'll be pretty strong this year.
A young, fresh group. They're very excited to play. They're eager. They're very fast. They're quick. A lot of them are tall, which is nice because we're kind of short. But yeah, their energy really helps us out a lot.
I would say a lot of enthusiasm. I think for me personally, practices has been more fun than ever. That could be because it's senior season, but I also just love the freshmen. I was just telling Coach Green I hang out with them more than I hang out at my own dorm on Freshman Hill. So I think, they just bring a lot of fun to the program, and they bring a lot of energy, and they're hungry to learn. So I think that's just awesome to have people that want to learn and that want to be here and make the team great.
I think the idea of, not the idea, but how our first years and sophomores are going to be able to progress over the course of the season, so that when we get to Liberty League play, especially second semester, are they being able to contribute on a consistent basis, game in and game out. And of course, always how healthy you are able to stay, and as you know, it's somewhat of a war of attrition, the way we play back-to-backs and over the course of January and February. So if we can use this depth that we have to our advantage, and people are coming along, hopefully the way we envision them, that they can be contributors in January and February, that'll be a huge key.
I know we always start strong in the season. We always have really good first couple of games, so we just need to keep that energy and keep the determination throughout the whole season, and I think we'll do a lot better this year.
I would say we're looking to make sure everybody's in shape so we can all run the floor, because we have a pretty small team this year, and some of our really good players that are injured right now, we need them in the post. So with having a small team, I think staying in shape, making sure we learn how to push the ball, focusing a lot on fast breaks, and boxing out so we can get a good amount of rebounds, I feel like would help us with our winning record in this league specifically.
Trying to be the best vocal leader I can on the court, because if you look at my stats, I usually don't produce that much, and as long as I'm there to help everybody else succeed, that's all that matters to me.
I think just keeping our team chemistry tight, usually that's not a problem for us, but so far we're all super close and we're all very excited to be here, and I think if we keep up that energy and we keep practicing like we've been practicing, we're gonna do really well.
He is probably one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, so even he understands that we're going through a lot with school and family and everything, and he knows to put that first before basketball. But then he's even very good at making sure that he's on top of us about basketball as well, and he keeps us on the right track to make sure we succeed in all aspects.
Just the fact that it really is a family, because I know from other people's perspectives that I know that play college basketball, the amount of care and love that we get from our coaches is just unreal, with Coach Green and Coach Sarah. And I think that just making sure we maintain our family and our trust and our integrity within each other as a team.
Always we want to make the league tournament, and you don't know what can happen from that point. It's been expanded this past year, and being able to get one of the 1 through 6 spots, and obviously everyone's goal is to win outright, to be first place, and then to win the conference tournament and get the AQ. But at very least, we'd like to be able to qualify for the tournament and then kind of go from there.
we think this team can go a long way. The three captains personally, we think we can take this team a long way, and with the support of our underclassmen and our coaches, we just believe we can have a great season. So just trying to push toward that, again, staying in shape, knowing our plays, making sure, you know, we teach them that this is a hobby, but it's a serious hobby at this point, you know, it's college basketball, and making sure they understand that it's going to be time consuming and it's going to be hard. But if we put in the work, we can make great things happen together our last year here.